So there comes a point in every artist's life where they kind of want to evolve their art style. Something that I like to call the artist growth experience chart. It was put on Reddit ages ago, but it basically analyzes ability over time. So you have such things as perceived skills, which is, wow, my art is really good, this is getting good, this is awesome. And then you get to the point where it's perceived lack of skill, where it's like I can't draw anymore kind of thing. Now I think right now I'm kind of at a crossroads. Because I'm making a webcomic and I'm trying to make it a chapter a month, I'm kind of at the point where it just needs to be down and it doesn't need to be perfect right now. But having said that, for a while I've been kind of unhappy with the way I draw noses, which is such a crazy thing to just like point out. But I really think that noses make or break an art style the same way that shading does as well, especially when it comes to like anime. If something's too undershaded, it looks unfinished, but that's by the by. So I figured why not try and, evolve my art style by studying likeness. One of the first things that I did to kind of combat that, or at least combat the shading aspect, was that I studied the arcane art style. I don't have a video on that. I studied it long before I started making YouTube videos. If people are interested in seeing how I, studied the arcane art style, I'm more than happy to give you like a breakdown of that. But yeah, I studied the arcane art style and it kind of made me realize that there's a lot more to just studying facial shapes than, doing the classic, lines, putting lines on a face and everything. And I really wanted to explore that. So over a couple days, I got loads of photos of Asaro heads in different positions and I just started to draw that. And the main thing I came across was that I found it a lot easier to draw stylized noses, or at least realistic looking noses, and not necessarily like the classic anime nose that I have on my figure right now, using an Asaro head. So I then wanted to take that a little bit further and actually try and draw real people.
Welcome to Real Life Me. Hello. My veins are popping. It's because it's like 30 degrees. Apologies if that makes you uncomfortable. I promise it doesn't hurt, but they might just start popping out. There's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, I've done some, basic figuring out of face shapes. It's mainly looking at noses, like I said. But I was trying to do it based on, like, the Asaro heads that you can get. But the problem was that, I couldn't find any good tutorials on actually how to build them, so I kind of didn't know what I was doing. So I've just decided to wing studying features. Okay, I really hope I haven't moved the camera with this, but my plan kind of was to but study some interesting looking actors that are around. So I have 3 on my list. My first one was Dev Patel, mainly because he's very attractive. Why not? The second one was Hunter Schafer. She's also very interesting to look at. She's got very unique features. And then the third one was Zendaya, because notoriously it's very difficult to draw Zendaya, and I figured that it would be really fucking funny if I could try it. So that's what we're doing. I do have some images here on my iPad, which you are not going to be able to see. But I was just kind of figured I should start, really. I always start with a circle, and I always start with the middle of the face. But when I was practicing with these Asaro heads, I found it easier to find the middle of the face by using kind of little guidance lines and then the middle, and then also kind of figuring out where the forehead sits and where the cheekbones are. Dev Patel has a very soft face, so I feel like his eyes are slightly wider. I'm gonna put them there. The bridge of the nose starts quite high, so I might put it there, and then maybe have a bit of a triangle go there. It's very... Okay. His nose is quite thin, actually. I really hope you can see what I'm doing. That's the nose. He has got a little bit of a bump out here, which we will do. And then it's kind of just... Ooh, that works well. I like that. Okay, and then that's the bottom part. Okay, nose, done. I feel like the nose is the most important part of the face. I feel like A lot of art styles, especially like anime ones that I dislike, are mainly because the noses look off. He's got a really soft face. This might not work how I want it to work. Hairline's like that. Hairline's there. Okay. It's quite strong though. He's got a what's his jaw, chin even. Then it kind of no, he goes that way. I don't have a rubber. Oh, I do. Does this work? This has got dust all over it. It doesn't. Oh god. Okay, that's fine. It's not important. It's not important. It's that way, and then so that way. So maybe it's. Oh god. Okay. Ears would be about here, I think. Just gonna put a little marking on there. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Okay, he's got kind of big eyebrows. No, these were. That's. I want to put his eyes there. I wish I drew his eyes first. I'm still gonna make them like kind of my style, which is very like cartoon anime-ish. Just try and make them a little bit more real, I guess. Oh no, I don't like this. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I wish I had a rubber. Like that, maybe? Okay. Oh god, this is so bad. This is exactly why I draw in pencil, because I can't undo it. Whenever I try and learn a new skill, whether it be anatomy or anything like that, I draw it in pencil first, because it's so much harder to undo it, and you really have to focus on what you're doing. These guys just like, okay, I don't know. Maybe that looks alright. Oh god. Okay. Let's focus on this bit. So he's got a bump out his nose. Kind of flares out a little bit here. And then oh god, I don't know what I've done. Okay. Oh god, okay. That actually that's not too bad. Hang on. I'm cooking. Maybe I'm cooking. Oh my god. Okay. His lips, so he's got that little bit there for the little chin bit. Which means then he's got lips are kind of like that. Oh my god, I don't think this looks anything like him. Lips here. Most of his lips are hidden behind his mustache and beard, so I'm gonna add those in to save myself. Kind of goes from there down. Okay, and I feel like we need to do his hair. This is where it's really gonna not work well. You know what? I've got a darker pen. I've got a darker pencil even. Let's do that and not use my fucking HSBC University one. Okay, I've got a HB and a 3B. A 3B. I'm just gonna go in with the 3B and kind of just darken some of this up. Hopefully, make it less strange. I still feel like I fucked the hair. Like, I feel like it needs to go in like that and then whip around like that. But, oh well. That's fine. We're focusing on the face today, not the hair. The hair can stay anime coded for as long as it likes. Wait, hang on. I think I've fucking cooked, actually. I'm gonna make that slightly darker, just so we can still get the face shape in. Boom! I don't know, that's actually, I don't know if that looks anything like Dev Patel, but I'm happy with it. So I don't know about you, but I'm gonna do another one. I think I've picked 2 images of everyone, so let's do another one. editing stage here, it's still like 30 degrees, but I know originally I said in my intro that I was going to draw Hunter Schafer. I did, but it was so unbelievably terrible that it makes me upset, and it feels almost transphobic to post it, so I've decided to keep my own peace. And also this video is already like 20 minutes long, and it's just the Dev Patel part, and I don't think we want to sit here for another 20 minutes watching me struggle how to draw women, so we're just gonna skip to Zendaya. I'm going back to the Dev Patel page to make myself happy, and I'm gonna try and attempt Zendaya. A very small Zendaya. Okay, she's looking straight at the camera. She's nice. Okay. Oh, she's got cheekbones too! Fuck! Okay. Fuck it. Alright, that's fine. what I have learned is that I can't draw white people, but I can absolutely draw Dev Patel. This has grown on me, this one. I definitely think there's aspects that I'd fix. I definitely think I'd fix the shape of the nose. I feel like that needs to be like slightly moved like that. I think the eyes work. I'm really happy with this one. This one's really good. I don't necessarily think it looks like Dev Patel, but it looks certainly like a man that you'd see in the street. Zendaya's one, I think her mouth needs to be made smaller, and her eyes and her nose need to be moved down. But other than that, I think it looks like her, like feature-wise. Like if I did that, you'd be able to tell it's Zendaya, which I'm quite happy with, which was kind of the point. So, yeah.
And that was me, studying likeness. I'm actually kind of surprised at how decent I was. I'm not going to say that I was good, and I'm also not going to say I was bad. But there are definitely aspects to that because I've done them in a traditional style, I think I can really work on things, especially when I implement that into a digital style. Like, as I was saying with Dev Patel's nose, like, I could easily correct that because it was out of alignment. Same with Zendaya's face. I can make things smaller, I can make them move things around, especially when it's in a digital format. But because I did it in a traditional format, it means that I'm paying attention more to the errors I'm making. And I really implore people, if you are trying to study anatomy or anything like that, start with a traditional base, because it forces you to pay so much more attention and you can't just easily correct yourself, so you can slow down a lot more. Anyway, that's how I learn. I'll put the photos I have on the screen at the end. But yeah, if you've enjoyed me struggling through learning anatomy, basically, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, or you can comment or anything like that. I'm not bothered which one you do, and maybe I will see you in my next video.